What up?
Welcome to the ROK Boyz presents Truth Hurts podcast.
Text ready
Come to life where we come in and talk about our feelings, little therapy session, our point of view on the state of the world. Caught up during the week. As always, we have Kev.
What's going on, my people? Raise the roof.
Will.
What it do, baby? What it do?
And I am CT. And together with
ROK
ROK Boyz.
Oh man.
We're
We're gonna take through our thoughts as we pour up. What y'all sipping on, man? So Rock Brown, what is this called officially? I don't know.
I know.
BS, berries.
I'm sipping on this margarita real quick. These margarita pre-made margaritas. You know what I'm saying? Because it's Latino Hispanic Heritage Month, so I just felt like I needed to go travel down. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You got the
Crown.
Mine.
Get the crown.
That's apple or
Yeah.
Apple. Yeah.
I was just talking about that.
In my earlier,
I was just talking about that with the wife.
In my earlier airman days, they had it was TGI Fridays pre-made margarita joints. Man,
Yeah.
them motherfuckers, you drink them motherfuckers straight, two of them will have you like good, like all right, let's go, let's hit this club, shit, let's get it.
It's just too
Let's hit
sweet,
the ROK
man.
Boyz Club.
Like, I used to be good with like something sweet, but now that should be too sweet, man. Like the peach is where it's at. Like the peach, I don't know, just because it's different. It's hard to find, but yeah, that peach would be nice.
For my wife's retirement, I think she bought like 3 or 4 bottles of that shit. Of the peach.
Peach, yeah.
Now I'd say about 2 to 3 bottles. We got a lot of fucking bottles. Yeah, we got a lot of fucking bottles.
We're gonna be right. Get
Into it.
Let's
I know
hit
you
it.
got a question for us, Kev. Like, go.
Alright, so say for instance, I ain't gonna say for instance, say you have a bad breakup, with your wife or your girlfriend for a long period of time. And y'all still friends on Facebook, and you see the other one like posting like he with another chick or she with another dude. Are you gonna engage in the petty and go back and forth? Now, like if he's doing it, or if he or she's doing it, then I gotta do it. So me personally, I'm not gonna do it. If I have a bad breakup, like say for instance, me and the wife, we get divorced, whatever. More than likely, I'm gonna just shut down all my social media. I mean, and then maybe a couple of months later, or 4 to 6 months later, I come back. Like, then if I feel comfortable posting whoever I'm with, then I do it. But more than likely, like with me, I ain't gonna do that shit until I feel like me and the new girl, have been rocking for a long period of time. So long story short, I'm not engaging in the pettiness. I'm gonna just, you do you. If you want to post, your new boo, go ahead. I'm out of it.
That's
Listen.
That's
What
the
about?
easy answer? Because
But
that's what I say now.
Now,
But if you in that situation, I think the petty.
don't you?
Go ahead. What you mean?
No. I want to hear about your pettiness. I want to hear about your pettiness.
I think petty, and
all of us.
maybe just me. Petty will want to want,
You know what I'm saying?
one for one. Like, you know what I'm saying? Especially, you know what I'm saying, if I got somebody that I feel like is ugly.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna post that shit. You know what I'm saying? I do it.
And then, you know,
obviously trying to be smooth with it. You know what I'm saying? Not try to make it obvious.
Yeah, man,
I'll probably
even if she don't post nothing, you still gonna do something, or this is a reaction to she posting something first.
Yeah,
straight
reaction. Like,
okay.
Yeah. Then I'm probably gonna be like,
I'm saying I probably ain't gonna.
you know what I'm saying? Like, unless like I'm just head over heels, or
Like
I'm gonna try to be.
Post nothing. Yeah,
if she
fire,
and then I got something in the chamber, it's a wrap. I'm posting.
Listen, this is where I'm gonna go with it. What about controlling the narrative, bro? Especially in a social realm, you gotta control the narrative. You know what I mean? And you don't gotta be petty when you're doing it. You know what I'm saying? Let me be like Hoodie Mellow right now. You gotta get your game face on. You feel me? You gotta get in there. And you just gotta be like, all right, so blah 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 went down. You know, and I'm just speak on this part of it, but you don't know the whole story. You don't know the truth, son. You know what I mean? You know, that's how you gotta be, right? Like, control that narrative, man, because all these narratives that's thrown out there the whole time on social media, you know what I mean? Like, come on, bro. Like, I ain't the one trying to look the whole time, because it's easier to believe. It's easy to believe that shit.
One of my pet.
Go ahead. Let me hear what you got to say.
One of my pet peeves is people. They business online. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that
I wouldn't do shit
unless it's a reaction, and then like, I probably still would. It'd have to be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if she got another dude that's bald or some shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I might feel some type of way, like, you know what I'm saying? All this me point, you know what I'm saying? Point, but I don't know, man. It's tough.
Let me ask that. So, Will, you saying that, like, you're posting that, like, even if, now I get it if, you know, she dogging you on, you know, on social media. Okay, yeah, you respond, but are you saying that before or after, or is this a reaction, or are you being proactive?
I think he's shooting.
Yeah, I think he's being proactive.
Hey, listen. If the conversation gonna be like this, right? It's gonna be beforehand, before it go on social media. It's gonna be like, yo, we breaking up, we divorcing, we good. You know what I'm saying? Like, are we gonna keep it to us and do our thing, or, you know what I mean? Are we agreeing not to post on social media? And I'm shooting shots everywhere, bro. I'm not looking like no sucker.
You being no, like you.
I'm fuck.
Be the bigger man.
Like, no.
I say that. Only thing I would probably, depending in the mood I am, if I read something and you catch me at the wrong moment, then I might respond. But if I'm over it, I'm over it, man. This is my mentality. The people that's close around me know the deal. Like, if you want to front and you want to, you know, spread lies like you this saint or whatever, then, all right, go ahead. It's social media. But the people that's close to me and you, like, they know the truth. So
everybody that knows me as Ill Will know I ain't no fucking saint. So those two is never gonna match together. Saint and Ill Will never match together. But what I'm gonna say, I mean, like I'm all for it. Like, even if she gotta shoot shoot the shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm just come with straight facts. But I don't know. Like there's something to it. Like when you do that, it's almost like and all that stuff. And I don't want to get into all that. I just want to be heard in that type of situation. Just like because I find it. I see a lot of times on social media. I know plenty of men and women who've gotten divorced or whatever, and they immediately on there and they let the court of public opinion decide who was in the wrong, who's it. But nigga, both of them in the wrong. You know what I'm saying? Both of them did wrong things to each other. You know what I mean? But you don't know that unless you speak your truth at the same time. But and like this. We can keep it civil or we can keep it messy. And I'm with the messy.
I'm not even having that conversation with her. Like I'm gonna go off if whatever you do, unless because more than likely me personally, I think I'm gonna delete her. You know, I don't care, but if somebody tell me like, man, she killing you, then I'm like, all right, like I'm still might be, like I said, it depends on the day with me or like what moment you get me in. So,
but you got some messy in you. You got some messy in you. You ready to be messy?
Trust me, yes.
You know, we all got a little.
I gotta help the kid out right quick.
Yeah, we are a little petty in this. You know what I'm saying? So it's tough to say. Like I said, I would hope that I would take the road and be civil and because to tell you the truth, like right, like the background. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like the less that you give, the more that they want. You know what I'm saying? So like people out there, you know what I'm saying? Like if she posting all of this and posting all of that, people who are invested. Oh, I wonder what, I wonder what he doing. I wonder, you know what I'm saying? So like the little bit that you give,
eat that shit up. You know what I'm saying?
So
yeah,
it's tough though.
But like I said,
petty in me and it
depends on
how they catch me. If it
then I'm firing up.
Especially like if I feel like, you know what I'm saying, it's like I'm in a good position. That's tough.
Yeah. And unless you upgraded yourself, like Beyonce said, let me upgrade you. You already upgraded yourself. But listen, I got a real type scenario, and it's going on right now, right? And I see the woman. I see the woman. She posting her new boo. They going to on vacation thing or whatever, and I look at the dude's joint. He ain't even acknowledge shit. Like he just still living his life. He don't even be posting. He just posting his workouts. He just like, I'm cool. But you can tell from her and stuff like that. Like he got the kids and everything like that or whatever. So he like smooth chilling. He ain't posting no other woman, nothing. But now I think it worked against her posting all that stuff because now she's like our age, you know what I'm saying? And maybe she's living her best life, you know what I mean? I can't fault her for that.
Yeah.
But she looks in her 20s instead of like her 30s. You get what I'm saying? And doing all this, it's club pick after club pick out there. You know what I'm saying? With a dude, all that other type of stuff. When I look at dude, and it's like, oh, nothing. He's just the normal shit that he always been doing throughout his entire time on social media. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I get it. Silence is the real killer, though. That's what I'm saying.
Kill him with silence.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that's boy, they hate that shit.
Yeah.
All right.
Speaking of social media,
yo, I will say, like, I'll say my boy too.
I'm with him. Yeah.
Been out here. he been out here. You know what I'm saying? He trying to get, you know, how can I set it up? So
Pretty much
did the
Kim K.
back in the day, you know what I'm saying? That was like one of the first, at least to my knowledge, you know what I'm saying, one of the first like big celebrity
Sex tapes.
You know
Now you gotta put some respect on Pamela Anderson and Tommy Lee, though.
I think
Pamela Anderson and Tommy Lee.
I feel like that was
I
after
think
that,
that
maybe.
That's what I think.
Maybe.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
so.
I think that was after them. I'm telling you, but because Kim K wasn't even like famous. She wasn't. Nobody
knew
like,
who
truly
she
knew.
was.
Is that
Yeah.
you know?
I watched it.
You know what I'm saying?
Man,
It just was like she bad, but
Yeah.
he is pretty much pissed. You know what I'm saying? Because they're trying to frame it like he
But
everything out there. You know what I'm saying? Without their permission, or he profit and all that. When it's coming out, he got.
young people call receipts.
You know what I'm saying? He get like everything, evidence and everything, just saying, you know what I mean, like contracts showing that Kim K was involved, and even, you know what I'm saying, their mom was the mastermind. And he pissed because
Pulling all the strings.
He pissed
because
they was trying to.
it seemed like they was trying to use it for they like their first episode of their new season. You know, they got the I don't know if it's still called.
They did. It was like.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, on Hulu. Yeah, it's on Hulu now.
Yeah.
But that's what they were trying to do. Like they had like one big episode, like how Kanye went out to wherever Ray J was, and he got all the tapes, and you know, fuck that. There's some. The mom should be ashamed of herself. She pretty to me to be honest, from what I'm hearing, she pimped her kid out.
She exploited all the kid.
She pimped her kid out for financial gain.
And
I mean,
It was like
they had a tape out, and she was the. She had them go out and do
another one,
and do
another one.
Like this one.
Right.
And then let's
do this, yeah.
That's crazy.
Directed it and produced it.
That's crazy, man.
Hold on. So there was another tape, and she had, and like, yo, how sick you gotta be to watch your daughter have sex to get smashed, bro? Come on.
It's called greed. You want to live that lifestyle, so you'll do any and everything to live that life that you want to, even if it is pimping out your kid. That's
despicable, bro.
Exactly. All they siblings is on.
No, yeah, because everybody got to eat off of that shit. Because Kim kind of like sacrificed her life, made this sex tape.
What do you mean sacrifice?
I'm saying like
that ain't no sacrifice.
That
sacrifice shit.
Come on, bro. Come on, man.
No.
She sacrificed. That's a sacrificial offering. Hey, she got her titties and ass all over the internet getting dick down by Ray J.
She's still doing it. She ain't sacrificed shit.
But all right.
She ain't sacrificed shit. She was
a willing
participant.
She did.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, Playboy after.
Man, she did Playboy way longer after though.
Wait.
After.
Yeah.
But it's just crazy, you know.
Say what?
She did Playboy. But we saying like she did that after, but
it's just crazy
because
you know, because Ray J,
people think Ray J is a shooter, like he or whatever.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
So like some people probably,
I hate to use the word clown. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Probably discrediting them.
But like the facts, like, you know what I'm saying?
Somebody
was saying like Matter of fact, I think it was Charlamagne. He was saying like when he worked with Wendy Williams, because celebrities was sending tapes all the time to them, but like
both parties have to agree.
You know what I'm saying?
Sign off. Yeah.
Before it come out, like it's just crazy. It's
to be
how people just because this person, you know what I'm saying, you think this type of way. Go ahead. What was you about to say?
No, I was gonna say, in Ray J, he talked about it. It's like Kim K tried to sign. I forgot the word he used.
Oh yeah,
directorials or something. Like she was trying to sign for him. You know, but I think Ray J is regretting that he did it because, like, he did it for the money. Like he was presented like, hey, we could get this amount of money, you know. Yeah. But he probably didn't know that it was gonna make him come out like the bad guy, frame him like he's the bad guy. Yeah, the villain. Like, he the one that leaked all this shit out, which is not true because both of them motherfuckers signed off on the shit. And
now she playing like the victim.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man.
He was
like, she ain't sacrificed shit, man.
Okay, I feel your point. But shit. So Ray J did it, you know, Kim did it, and then Chris, she what is the word? She made it happen, right? But how the fuck sick do you have your own daughter be on that shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, let me just do this joint. This shit ain't right. It ain't good enough. You know, this ain't the right ankle. But
go ahead, my bad. I keep cutting you off.
No, you fine. But just look at it this. Off of ain't nobody know who the fuck Courtney was. Ain't nobody know who the fuck Rob was. Nobody know who the fuck Chloe was. You know what I mean? Like at all. And then nobody even know who fucking Bruce Jenner was. Bruce Jenner, the whole motherfucking conundrum is all of eating.
I can correct you on that.
If you follow track, I knew Bruce because I
read
these
boxes.
Yeah, so I knew who he was. Yeah.
All right, but he wasn't known.
Dan O'Brien and Bruce Jenner. They went head to head in the decathlon. I'm gonna say the 88.
I'm saying like average people didn't know in pop culture. Like, all right, he's a gold medalist and everything like that. But in the pop culture, which they cater to, didn't nobody know who the hell Bruce Jenner was. And then the dad was lightweight famous among older people for the OJ case. He worked on that joint. But if you talk about the OJ case, who the fuck you talking about? You ain't talking about Rob Kardashian. Nah, you talking about I can't remember his name, but you know he got you always hit a line. Yeah. If it don't fit, you must have quit. So this was the whole thing, nigga. Johnny Cochran. But you getting rest in peace, Johnny. But at the same time, my point is this. The whole family done leveled up. And then the sisters done leveled up. You got old girl was a billionaire at 21 years old selling the lips shit, like to make your lips puffier, sucking it. Like, come on, man. Like,
I agree with that. Like, but I agree. Like, they turned that shit into a motherfucking empire. I give them that. They really like what's the leveled up from that shit, and I give them props for that. But to say that she sacrificed, that's bullshit.
I feel like she sacrificed. I feel like she sacrificed, but I feel like she sacrificed. The whole family needs to pay her. The whole family needs to fucking pay her.
Yeah.
But she got all her bits and bits on those shits. You know what I'm saying? All over the fucking internet. It's never going to come down. She did it on purpose. She didn't know how much.
But she
could have been just like any other. If Instagram was back then, she would have been one of these IG models posting her ass and titties, just like half of these females do today. So don't tell me.
But it wasn't. It
okay, but don't mean she wasn't doing it. Like she could have been sending like pics to dudes on the phone.
But then let me say this. I think Ray J a little bit butt hurt because he got to eat off it, but he ain't eat off as much. Like y'all said previously, he was the winner. He was the winner. He got to eat off of it. He just ain't eat as much because let's keep it 100, right? Ray J did 2 seasons of a dating show. You telling me he ain't eat off that dating show? You get what I'm saying? Like, but he didn't eat off of it as the premier dude as much as he wanted to, because Ray J, artist, I think he got like maybe 1 or 2 songs that were really hits. You feel me?
Yeah.
And these women, this ain't making no songs, but just go down the tape. They fucking got one Playboy, they got Courtney or whatever, they got their show, they got one that's like even the fucking little half sisters out here killing the game.
Yeah.
And Ray J ain't killing shit.
Nah,
Ray J ain't killing shit.
It's probably now. You may be right with that. I say a part of him is mad that he didn't like get that financial gain like they're getting. But at the same time, I would be pissed as hell too. Like, if you making me look like the victim, like the villain, like I mastermind all this shit. No, I'm coming at your head. Like, that's what I'm saying. That's why exactly, because I don't think he's hurting. I don't know. I don't think he's really hurting for money. Like that. But he got
a new group going. RSVP.
I don't know what his earbuds doing. And then he loving hip hop. He getting a check. Scooter, he loving hip hop. So, like I said, I don't think he's really hurting for money. But I would be pissed. Like you fucking with my name. That's all I like.
Yep.
Like me personally, you fucking with, and like he said, like, because when Ray J started going live, and then I think Kris Jenner came out talking about like all this is making her stressed out and blah blah, and trying to become the victim. And like Ray J said, what about my mom? You dragging my name through the mud. My mom and my parents got to see this shit. How you think they feeling? Like, what about my, So, once again, these like, I'm Team Ray J with this, and like I'm glad he kept all that shit. I'm glad because I think a lot of people kind of already kind of knew, but to have those receipts and evidence. Man, like I applaud him because man, that's foul, man. Like I ain't do nothing to you, I ain't badmouth you, and y'all coming out like making episodes, having a whole damn episode like of how Kanye went to wherever he went to get the tapes, to make him look like a damn hero. And he said like his real conversation with Kanye was like talking shit about like the mom shit. You know what I'm saying? They was like he said that what I mean, and they was kind of like bonding over that. So like he said that it was cool. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of crazy how they. But talking about social, keeping on the. Go ahead. What you about to say?
Listen, this is my last and final thing about this. Everybody ate off the shit. Kev, you brought up a point about what about my parents seeing all this shit? You know what I'm saying? Ray J should never pulled his dick out. He should never fucking agree to it. You know what I mean? Like, don't do that shit. Like now you want to
say, well, yeah. I mean, I get it. Like he did it, but he didn't expect all this backlash. Like
that's the thing.
Well, it sounds like to me you're Team Kardashian.
No, I'm not.
Is what I'm hearing.
Neutral. I'm not picking a side on it.
No,
I'm not picking
the one that brought up she sacrificed. She didn't sacrifice shit. You making all these excuses. She literally making all these excuses for them. You Team Kardashian is what I'm hearing.
She sacrificed her most essence jewels, bro. You know what I'm saying? And so did Ray J.
Okay,
so did Ray J.
But okay, you said both of them sacrificed. Do you see Ray J showing his shit now? You see so many times of Kim K just showing her ass and titty and all that shit. So is that the side? If I sacrifice, I'm only doing it once. I ain't gonna keep doing the shit. Am I right or wrong?
But he did go on the data show, was tugging down every broad on the
He ain't showing this shit though. You said that she's showing her ass and titty and he pulled out his dick or whatever. He ain't doing that shit since.
Okay, you got a fair point. You got a fair point. I'm not Team Kardashian. I'm not Team Ray J. All right, be it as it may. Be it as it may.
Take that damn sweatshirt off. You ain't from. Take that damn sweatshirt off. You ain't from Indiana.
Hey,
take that shit off.
Hey,
take that shit off, man.
Shit, I'm from Gary, Indiana, baby.
No.
All right, let's keep it on the social media. So you have sent us a video of this 12-year-old who got his phone taken, and then it's a video of pretty much taking. He went on ahead and thrashed his mom's apartment, man.
Thrash is an understatement, bro. Like anything and everything that was in this house, he freaking went off on it. The point that he got little sisters in the joint, the cribs is messed up and everything. I mean, he like the toilet, like you can't even ever take a dump on the toilet, bro. Like the thing is, what I want to ask y'all kid, what y'all doing? Because I know me, I'm calling the cops. Yo, ass go to jail. Because obviously, I'm putting my kid in jail for this shit. Because obviously, my parenting skills is not reaching you enough to feel like you that comfortable to do that shit. And it's not no repercussion. Because the spanking is not going, you ain't going to spank the devil out of you. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm going to send your ass to jail. Like, I just got to send your ass to jail. Like, we're talking about $100,000 probably worth of damage to something that I'm trying to provide you a good life for, you know what I'm saying? And give you a head to lay down, and you just destroyed it because I took your phone, because I probably took your phone because you was fucking up anyway. You know what I mean? So, nah, nigga, you going to jail. Like, you done, son. Like, you out of here. Click, motherfucker.
Like you said, it's 12 years old. Like I'm throwing my hands up. Like ain't shit I can do. Like I must not did a good enough job. You gotta go somewhere else. Like you know, like that's crazy. But I still think the video is fake or interpreted. You know what I'm saying?
Misleading.
Yeah, like if a 12-year-old is gonna do this over, somebody taking his phone, like, unless like he got some, well, obviously he got some mental
issues, you know what I'm saying? Mental issues.
Yeah, but like it's just crazy. It looked like they got robbed for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? Somebody and more than just robbed, like somebody. It looked like somebody.
A tornado went through that motherfucker. Yeah, a tornado went through that motherfucker.
Yeah, and then with social media, man, it's hard you see, but
because it's all about.
I'm with you, Will. Yeah. I'm with you, Will. Like if that happened to me, it's a wrap. Like I can't with it because like you know what I'm saying. Like it'll be a problem if I'm dealing with him. Yeah, it's a problem.
I'm telling you, clink, clink, motherfuckers. That's all I gotta say. Clink, clink, nigga.
I wouldn't clink, clink. Like it would be hands, but it might not.
He might not survive.
Before you go, Kev, I'm gonna tell you this. I felt the pain in that mom. I felt the pain in that mom. I felt it, bro. I like really felt she was when she pulled out the laptop from the crib. When she pulled out the laptop from the,
if that shit is real, I feel bad.
Oh man, I felt that pain. She's like, "It's my word. I can't work." Come on, man. All right, go ahead, Kev. Let me speak on it, Kev.
Well, like I'm kind of with Chris a little bit with the thinking it's fake because unless like you took the phone and you left the house. Cause my thing, I ain't letting it get that far.
You like when you have the opportunity? Yeah.
Yeah, like when did he have the opportunity to do? Cause that's a couple of hours worth of work. You know, true. Like that wasn't done in a 5-10 minute span. That's a couple of hours of work. So that's why I kind of think like it might have been something else, but they're making it seem like, you know, like they're changing the narrative on it. But I think I'm gonna call the police, but I'm gonna call the police on myself because because I got to turn myself in because I don't know what I'd do to this child if I was to get my hands on. So
that's crazy.
I think that, but and it's a possibility, Chris. I think you touched on it that he might like have special needs because I saw a video maybe about 2 weeks ago. It was a black kid. He was in Walmart and he was on top of like where all the TVs were, and he was knocking them motherfuckers over. Like literally, and you see people trying to like calm them down. And at first, because they said the caption was, "What would you do if you were this child's parent?" And I looked at it at first, I was like mad as hell. I'm like, "Oh hell no!" But I kept watching the video. Like it was like a couple of minutes long, and you can see because after he started knocking them over. He started like doing something with his hands, like so he was like autistic.
Yeah.
But if you looked at the comments, like people was like, "Oh hell no, that one." I'm like, man, you can clearly see probably after maybe 30-45 seconds of the video, like he was special needs, you know.
Yeah.
But so I'm thinking maybe. Because like I said, man, this kid was on top of where all these, you know, where the TVs, the big screen TVs at, you know, hooked up, and he was just knocking them motherfuckers over. And
listen. That is a very valid point, right? But I'm gonna go back and on my ground of what I said.
Yeah, if you know your kid is sound in mind and he doing that shit, then
if I know my kid has a disability like that and he's doing that, no, I'm not calling the police. I'm just like my level of treatment for that kid, I'm not up to par to really help my kid. You get what I'm saying? Like that's a self-reflection point, because if my kid is doing this in a public arena and I can't get him not to do it, then I need some fucking professional help at this point. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, it's beyond me. I love you, kid, but I gotta get you the help that you need in life, and I thought I could do it, but I can't do it. Like I'm now reaching you. I'm not giving you what you need.
I don't think it's that easy though.
That's all I'm saying.
Like, because you think, you know what I'm saying, like you give chances, like, you know what I'm saying, he cool. All right, let's go to, you know what I'm saying. So it's like I'm gonna go to Walmart, you know what I'm saying. Look,
Snap.
like I'm blaming myself. Like I'm with you. Like I'm blaming myself. Like, man, but I don't know about calling the authorities to have them come get me.
No, I'm not calling the authorities at this point. Yeah, I'm not calling the authorities at that point. But when we get home after that, yeah. What I'm saying is I'm not calling the authorities on that situation, right? Like clearly, the kid has some mental disabilities, right? But manage the disabilities in a way that is productive for him to be able to be managed. So these outbursts don't happen. You get what I'm saying? Like, I need more help. I need more guidance, and I feel like it would be beneficial as a parent and for the child if I got them the proper help that they needed, or help me navigate it, so that something like this doesn't come around and then you not viral again for doing some wild shit. You know what I mean?
We ain't in that situation though. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you're in that situation,
no, true.
You just want your kid to be with you, man. You ain't gonna, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it ain't no, you know, it ain't bad to ask for help, but at the same time, like, now this happened, like, it ain't just out the blue. This happened, so this, like, you know how he or she is, but I'm thinking it was just a mistake. Like, you lost sight of him for like a minute, you know, and you let him wander off, and then that's what happened. Like, that's like, oh shit, like, damn, I can't let he or she wander off by himself. You know, you always got to keep like a visual on where he or she is at. So it, like, cause like I said, if you see him, like, if you see him about to do it, you gonna like, hey, what you do? Like, you know, you gonna get him down, like, before he even, however he climbed up there, like, you gonna prevent that from even happening. And then if you see it, like, all right, we gotta go. You know, I'm gonna take him to the car, you know, and be done with it. But yeah, I'm not doing that.
Listen, man, I think. Go ahead, Chris. Pride is a motherfucker.
Yeah.
And prideful as a parent is a motherfucker too.
Man.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Let's get into Brett Farve out here. Here's crazy.
The sleazeball. First of all, I've been on this train when it comes to Brett Farve wasn't that good. Like, if you look at his stats, like, I don't know how he got hyped up to be this holy quarterback. Like, he was average. You look at his stat, I think he had the most interceptions, and something else. His stats across the board is like decent at best. Yeah, mediocre. But they hyped this dude up like he Dan Marino or somebody. He ain't that. So I'll say that. Like,
the nigga had moxie, bro. He had moxie. He was a gunslinger before a gunslinger was a gunslinger. He had moxie.
He buys into that shit.
I'm about to Google what the hell moxie?
But
he was just like, moxie is just like confident, and he's just
that it factor.
Like, he got that it. He was just had the moxie, bro.
All right,
like,
so all this hype, and the motherfucker only won one Super Bowl. You gotta have multiple. If you this dude, this Moxie and blah blah blah. So
now one ring ain't good enough. But what it is when it comes to it come down to the game, and really the person. Love that nigga. John Madden put Brett Favre.
And that's what I've been exactly. And that's what I've been hearing. And like looking back, he did love that dude. Like John Madden did love that dude.
He loved him.
I think
like, crazy.
He loved him way too much because he's like a kid at the playground. He loves it. Like look at him picking up his teammates and. Man, get the fuck out of here. He 2 touchdowns.
I just hear we focusing too much on his gameplay, and I just hear the hate. I hear the hate.
What hate?
All right.
I hear the fucking hate, Kev.
Okay, all right. It's hate. Okay,
but I got hate for the. I got hate for the dude too, but not because his gameplay. Not because his gameplay.
This is way before this shit came out. He just wasn't that good of a quarterback.
Yeah.
But
that's the hate right there. That's the hate right there.
Because, in my opinion, like I don't think he was that great. You look at his stats.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about.
What does his stats tell you, Will? What does his stats tell you?
I don't need to know his stats. I need to see. I saw Brett Favre play.
He got moxie, and that's all it counts.
You watched it.
Yeah,
moxie, baby. This man, he played hurt. He got there. He took a Vikings team, even though it was his fault that they didn't get to the Super Bowl. But he took a Vikings team to the NFC Finals. Moxie, my dude.
You had like Minnesota won good. Like he was horrible. He only thing he had to do not fuck it up, and he fucked it up.
Man, he threw the pick to the Saints.
He had Randy Moss and old boy.
No, he just had AP. He had AP. That's all he had.
Peterson. He had Randy for a year, for a game, but they traded his ass.
Damn. Okay.
To the Patriots.
I think that's when. Yeah,
I think he went to the Patriots.
Oakland. He went from. He was at the Raiders to the Patriots, but I forgot. But he played one game with Randy. But anyway,
let's get to it.
But yeah,
tell me why he's despicable.
He's like, I'm gonna use the word Shannon used. He's a sleazeball.
Mm-hmm.
Like. You taking money from people that's on welfare who needs it the most. Like you funneling money to try to pay for this damn volleyball stadium because your daughter was on the volleyball team. That's whack as fuck, man. And the crazy shit is, man, you look back, like, I hate to like be stealing Shannon's, what Shannon said, but like the shit he was saying, it made a lot of fucking sense. The shit, let a black dude send fucking dick pics to the team's masseuse or see what happened. He had an addiction. He had a pill addiction. I think it was Vicodin.
Yeah. You see what they did?
What else? Like, yeah, like and the shit just gets. But he has. Use Will's word. He has moxie. Look at that guy throw that ball. Hell yeah. Forget all that other shit.
Don't use my word against me. Don't use my word against me. God,
that's what motherfuckers say, man, and it pisses me off because like it's I'm gonna just like recite what Shannon was saying because motherfucker was hitting it on the head. Let a black dude have all that shit again off the field incident. That motherfucker ain't getting in the Hall of Fame. Like they will fight tooth and nail to withhold that dude for getting into the Hall of Fame. Yeah. And his ass need to go to jail for the shit that he did. That's real. That's real foul. That's foul as fuck.
You do the real talk like
listen.
He was stealing money.
Listen, he stole money through welfare funds from a motherfucking elected official.
Yeah.
The elected official was in cahoots with him, gave him the money, but Brett Favre took the money and then used that to help Southern Mississippi build a fucking volleyball stadium. Who the fuck cares about volleyball at Southern Mississippi? Like nobody. Like Kev, I understand exactly where you're coming from. I understand exactly where you're coming from. Take the moxie aside. This dude is despicable because this dude taking out PP loans and he can't even pay the PPP loans back. It's $280,000. You know what I'm saying? Like
it's the interest from the loan. It's the interest.
It's the interest.
He ain't paying back.
Like what did Shannon say or Skip Shay? He gonna be out there making them copper commercials and he can't even pay them freaking them bills back. Come on, man.
Yeah, man.
And Zach, he got the money. So and the crazy thing, like Skip said, oh, he's done. Bullshit. Like Shannon said, give him a couple of months. The shit will blow over. He'll be back. I just saw like within 2 days ago, I saw because Skip was like, they're gonna like basically take down all his commercial. Bullshit. I saw a damn Coppertone commercial, I think it was yesterday or the day before. So,
hey, they funny, ain't it? They be like, he's still gonna be throwing footballs to Jerry Rice.
Yeah.
Shit hilarious, man.
Them Wrangler, wait, he got a Levi or Wrangler commercial. Yeah, all
Wrangler.
that. He ain't gonna lose his money, man. That's what I'm saying. And it pisses me off because the fucking double standard that is with us and them. Like it's
just like you said, the good old boys
plain as day. Yeah.
Yeah, man. All right, man. Let's get into let's a little bit, man. Let's talk about code switching, man. Y'all know what code switching is?
I had to look that shit up.
Explain it to me.
So it's pretty. You know how like what
You gotta do.
you know what I'm saying, as black people, you know, normally like you'll have your code switch like at an interview or like if you're interacting with, you know, different people, and it's pretty much, and like instead of you talk, you're gonna give the for lack of better words, yes,
Sure thing, Bob. Sure thing.
Exactly. So,
Yeah.
is, do you find yourself code switching at work? Like for me, I'll go first. So for me, I feel like I don't, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm just, you know, I'm just me. But like if take an inventory of myself, right? Like I do find myself like interacting with different people differently. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like if I'm comfortable, I mean, like it depends. It depends on who I'm talking to in the situation. You know what I'm saying? If I'm briefing somebody, like for example, I'm not gonna be like, you know what I mean, or you know what I'm saying? Like I'm not gonna say that. I'm probably gonna be like, do you understand what I'm saying? Or do you get what I just said? You know, and it I catch myself in like
It just have to happen.
like, you know what I mean? Like it sucks because you can't, and maybe you can, but you can't be yourself, like, you know.
And it's
I brought this up because I got a troop, right? That's, you know, he from Alabama, you know what I mean? Good dude,
Black dude.
But he always is himself, like, regardless. Like, he,
you know,
cool young black dude. Like, today we had our commander, you know what I'm saying, come in. You know how they do, they walk, come in, and you know he just being like, just looking at, like, man, like, I wish I was that. I wish I could just be 100% myself.
Be yourself.
But
you know,
I'm out there with the
fake
smile. You know,
I'm not
like, oh yes, you know what I mean? Because and the chief is black, but you know what it is. Like, you know, it's just I can't be like, yeah, I can't be 100% comfortable, you know. And maybe I can, but I don't feel like I can. But I want to know y'all thoughts on code switching, and if y'all do it, or what situations, and y'all thoughts on it.
Hey, you want to go first, Kev, or you want me to go first?
You can go first.
Listen, I fully believe in code switching as a African American male. Fully believe into it, right? I believe in doing it because
Let me hear your code
like. It's not a code. Oh, hold on. It's got to be a topic.
It is.
Yeah. But I'm gonna say this. Because this kind of hit home with me. I was in a meeting today. Y'all know I'm on leave, right? Y'all know I'm on leave. But I was in a meeting today with the for people that don't know, I was at I don't know what the fuck they call it. MASCOM level. It was a MASCOM level meeting talking about the honor guard or whatever like that, and how we had to either add or minus, higher level meeting to add or lower positions or whatever. So she was like, all right, well, introduce yourselves or whatever like that, and tell me your mission and everything, blah 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 blah. So I was sweating, bro. I was like, man, nobody was on the mic trying to talk. She was like, all right, we're gonna go with Sarah Hosley. Like, all right, fuck, man, this bro, you can't even get my name right. And she was a yeah, and she was a black chick or whatever. So I gave my spiel or whatever. You know what I mean? And I felt like me after giving it. I felt like I gave a good answer. But then here comes the whatchamacallit guys, the Caucasians or whatever, you know, and they gave a way better explanation than I gave. Like, we talking square miles, you know what I'm saying, all this shit, and I'm like, God, and I'm just like, I could have explained myself way better, you know what I mean, and I should have code switched it, but that's why I like to be last, so I can feel everybody else what they talking about. So going first is hard or whatever. But that was one of those instances where I just really felt like I should have been like, oh yeah, you know, we covered 370,000 miles or whatever like that, and not whatever like that, but you know, like I felt like I could have code switching could have worked to my benefit. So moving along in that meeting, she was like, all right, so you have any volunteers or whatever that want to flip positions? And I was the first one on the mic, you know. I gave him my spiel, you know what I mean, and I was like, I feel like this way it'll better position my team in the future, you know what I mean, and give other people more supervisory experience or whatever, and just use me as a conduit for the shit, you know what I'm saying? So I nailed the second one. I would have nailed the first one
if you ain't go first.
But yeah, if I ain't go first. But I fully believe in code switching, because at the same time, man, you gotta realize who we are. We black men in positions of leadership, and even though we not afforded the same opportunities. You feel me? That's all.
I don't believe, like,
The
let me say this real quick, Kev. I feel like people respect I can't say authentic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like at the end of the day, they respect it. Like they just, especially like in 2022 now. You know what I'm saying? But I think how we were raised in our age, it feel like we still gotta do that shit. But I feel like, cause like I said, with my example, like my troop, you know what I mean? He was a self. He wasn't even talking about his, you know, about the job. He talking about, you know, other shit. Just he was who he was and comfortable, and he was confident. Like it got through. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I'm kind of on the fence because I'm with you, Will. Like it's situations where you gotta at least.
That's what.
But I think
it's situational based.
But I think with today's society, you ain't got to do that shit, though.
But I'm gonna say this before you go, Kev. But I think I always work on my vocabulary or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gotta be like T.I. vocabulary, but I gotta represent myself in a way like, oh, this nigga kind of educated. You know what I'm saying? So it's just using. What's the word? My vernacular, you know what I'm saying? All that type of shit, it goes into play. You know what I mean? So I never want to have a seat at the table and don't represent. But I can't be coming to the table talking, being freely with my DC accent. You know what I'm saying? Not enunciating my words and all that shit. You know, because sometimes y'all niggas be like, "What the fuck you say?"
Right.
Like what? Like, hey, I can't do that. I can't, like, I gotta slow it down to make sure my tongue flipping the right way. You know what I'm saying? Like, hit the roof of your mouth, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Some of that shit. So code switching I feel like code switching have a purpose.
No place,
you know, and it got a place, and I'm with it.
I say this. I'm not gonna fault you if you feel like you have to do it. Me personally, I don't do it. Like I'm just quiet as hell at work. People, I'm the quiet dude. Like, like when people like, they don't quiet. You know, it's a no-brainer for me. But to go back to what you were saying, Chris, like, I don't think you have to do it, because I'm gonna rewind back, and I could be mistaken because I don't know how he was in meeting, but I'm gonna use our Hawk Chief when he was in Korea. And that was a country Bama that, you know, to me, it seemed like he was himself the whole entire time. Like he ain't put on for nobody. But I could, like I said, I could be wrong. I don't know how he was when he was around his fellow chiefs and commanders and all that shit. But around us, like when he's with the mayor group, you know, the country, like how he talked, and like there's a couple of them, like what the fuck he say? You know, you didn't understand. Because his accent was strong, you know, that Georgia accent was strong. So I don't, like I said, I'm not gonna fault people for doing that, but I don't think you have to do it. But like me, like I don't do it. I hey, how you doing, sir? Or, you know, yes sir, no sir. That's about it. Like I don't have conversations with people like that. Like like I don't have no interest in really talking to you, because I know you really don't have no interest. Like you only doing it to check a box. So I that's my mentality. Like no, so you're gonna get the minimum out of me.
I mean, Kev, you explain yourself very well. You know what I mean? Like, you are a very thought process type of guy when it comes to it, and you speak very slowly. You know what I mean? So, and I think that benefits you, right? But if I'm in a meeting or whatever, and I want to be like, I'd be like, all right, yeah. So these people right here, nah, you gotta flip it up. You be like, all right, so these airmen right here, or and what we trying to posture. You gotta use those like. I feel myself trying to have to. I feel myself having to, cause then the bullshit comes out of me. Man, look at these joints right here, man. Like, you know, I have to think about that shit before I say it. So I believe in code switching because, you know, being a talker that's my as myself, you know what I'm saying? I'm kind of fast with it a little bit of times or whatever, and shit was just fucking flow. And I can fucking flow for a fucking minute, right? Y'all know I talk to anybody anywhere about anything or whatever. Yeah. But in the workplace, bro, no, I'm not doing it. But in the workplace, yo, I gotta switch it up, bro. I gotta like down and be like, oh yeah, so right now we postured to do about 3,000 funerals or whatever, you know what I mean? And I think that the supervisory skills that I can benefit from this will be really great for the staff sergeants, you know what I mean? Like some stupid shit, you know what I'm saying? But they gonna eat every fucking word that I put out there instead of me saying like, yeah, I think this joint gonna be good, you know what I mean? No, I can't do that shit. I can't do it.
Let me give you some peas, Will. Like, Will,
that I took from
Will is Will like he will be comfortable in any conversation. Like that nigga.
That's where he is right now. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, it's exactly like
he mastered. Yeah, he mastered that shit.
He will know. He will become. You know, you talking about soccer. You talking about politics. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say Will for president, because like he could talk to anybody and make them feel comfortable. You know what I'm saying? He'll meet them where they are. That's something that I applaud you for. Real talk.
Appreciate it. Y'all too kind. Y'all too kind.
I want to hear y'all codes with your voice, man. Like, so say you calling into.
I don't have one.
Into but you need one. Like, say you call them into because I heard somebody say like they was calling into like an airline or something, trying to get some, you know, or you call into a business trying to complain about something, trying to get, you know, some rule that you ain't gonna use, you know, your coach or when I use it, it's like like if I'm talking to an animated like, you know what I'm saying? Like if I say like, you know, I'm trying to, my problem is this. Like if I talk normal, that shit ain't gonna get it. So I have a problem with you know what I mean? Y'all don't be having that issue. like you gotta get that job turkey out your voice. Maybe because you
the job turkey.
I'm telling you, you hear that job turkey.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get Cat to do it. He ain't playing.
No, like me and the wife, it was a couple of weeks ago, and we had a talk, and she said he basically like she's not saying like the code switching, but you need to be able to talk to people without being like so harsh. Yeah, I was like, I can't do it. Like, you know, she said that's you know, she basically said that's an excuse. Like, no, you just don't want to. Like, I'm with her on that. I'm with her on that. And I told her, I was like, I get what you're saying, and I was like, I'm too deep in the game to change now. I'm like, I'm on the decline, you know. But but I told her, I was like, I get what you're saying, and it's probably some truth into it. But I'm sorry, like, because and she said that, like, she said the shit that, you know, we talked about, like that, like my thought process when it comes to like awards and shit like that has hindered my career.
Oh,
and like I said, she made some valid points, but I'm like, hey, at this point, it is what it is. Like,
yep, you made it through.
I can only go like this, like, yeah, like
That
Man,
that's a whole thing. That's a whole thing that we can get on a whole. Because I'll be trying to talk to y'all about that shit, but at the same time, I kind of envy y'all because y'all are y'all true authentic self, and if it comes to you, it comes to you. If it don't, it don't. Like, y'all not the same way where I be chasing it. You know what I'm saying? And I understand that or whatever, but but like different circumstances.
You know what I'm saying? That's the difference. You know what I'm saying? That's what we gotta eat. Like, oh, okay, I ain't gonna make. Okay, you know what I mean?
And I
just gotta eat it.
Like you said, at this point, I'm fine with it. Like, yeah, like I told her like early on, like I had all these ambitions, but early in my career, it jacked me up, and I'm like, I see how it is, like, and I'm not gonna jump through these hoops and all that shit. Like, nah, man. Like early on, trying to go up for BTZ, you do all the shit that they tell you to do, all that blase, and then you don't get like, your shit don't even get past like the squadron, type shit, and you see all these other cats like, no, I did more than you, and and the wife's like, well, did you really? Did you? I'm like, yeah, like, I was like, I was really like kind of like dedicated, like I wanted to like really, progress like early on, BTZ, yeah, that's like, to me back then, that's like me, like my competitive edge, like I'm gonna get this shit 6 months before everybody else, But you kind of see how shit is, and it just over time, man, it just fucked with me, and like this, like with packages and awards, shit like that, and then that's with discipline, And y'all saw the reports that came out a couple of years ago, like how a black person to get punished more harsh than a Caucasian person for the same shit. So like, it just like over time, like it just kind of proved my point. I'm like, see, like this is why I don't do the shit, like, because
I feel like it proves both points, though. I feel like it proves both points. Like I get I see where you coming from, because I feel like, I don't know if the word I want to use, early in your career, you know what I'm saying? Like somebody did something jaded. Yeah, that's not the word.
That's the word I use. That's the word I use, Chris.
Yeah,
I feel jaded.
Yeah, jaded early on. You know what I mean? And that's what's happening across the board the whole time. So then that's more ammunition for me to be like, go ahead, code switch, nigga. Like,
see,
you get what I'm saying?
I feel like I don't have to change myself to make them like to appease to a certain audience. That's where I'm at. That's my thought process.
That's just the difference between.
And I feel like
some people like dig it. Like it seemed like Kev, like, you know what I'm saying, when you faced with that situation, like you like, nah, I'm not doing this. You know what I'm saying? Some people like, you know what I mean? Like, okay, well, let me make this move. Like, you know what I'm saying? Let me move accordingly. And play.
And I don't fault people for that. Like I said that earlier, like before I got started. Like, I don't fault you for it, but it's just not me. Like, I can't do that.
No, I feel you being your true authentic self, and there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? And I would say in my Air Force career, like I'm cool with it. Like I'm a poser, bro, but I'm a poser with the end game in sight, and it don't make it. It don't make it.
I don't see you as that though.
I mean, pose is probably not the. I adjust, right? I adjust to whatever lane I have to be into.
Which,
not a poser because
like,
I mean,
I don't fault you for that. Like I don't see nothing wrong with that. Like I don't.
Yeah.
Because you gotta do what you gotta do to provide for your family. You know.
You gotta make that decision.
You know. So
yeah,
you gotta. You make that decision and you live with it. Like I said, I ain't gonna judge you either way. Like that's you.
Yep. What hurt me the other day is because, like I said, I'm in that position of leadership, right? So, you know, we doing award packages, and you know, we had to choose between, you know, two different airmen, right? Like it came out of my mouth, and I'm like, damn, because I remember being in that position, but now I see why they make the choices that they make. But it's like, the one airman is coming to me and saying like, you know, or asking for my opinion on shit, so I know what he's doing. And on the other hand, you know, the other airman is doing great shit, but I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, they just doing it, and I don't know it. So like when it is coming to me, oh, okay, like, but this other person I already know, like, you know what I'm saying? I already know they're doing it. You know what I'm saying? So it sucks, but like, yeah, man, like you gotta toot your own horn, like, you know what I'm saying, in the game.
Yeah.
And that shit kind of got to me because I remember being in that position because I didn't, you know, I'm in school doing shit, you know, doing all of this, but the other person's like bringing their books to work, and you know, it's obvious that they doing shit, and you know what I mean? And it's like, oh, okay, this is the perfect airman, you know what I mean? But they doing the same shit I'm doing more. You know what I'm saying? They just presenting it better.
Yeah,
like, you know?
Yeah.
That's the game.
That's all it is. Yeah. And I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna give an example, but I'm gonna say this first. If I ain't procrastinating with school, y'all have a motherfucking invitation to be coming out next April or March, whatever. Cause I would have pushed that damn button, but I ain't pushing it. It's whether if 2025 come first or me finishing my degree. Like I got my first class starting next month, and if like I've been out of school for so long, but this one class gonna get me started, and I'm like, all right, I can do 2 classes, you know, and I'm gonna try to get done before 2025. But I'm gonna say this, at work, like the code switching type shit. You know, like I said, I'm quiet and everything, but I was talking to somebody from Base Finance, and I forgot where I was at. Motherfucker irritated the shit out of me. I was like, man, this, like, I slammed the work phone, and I said, man, this motherfucker pissed me the fuck off. Like, and I didn't think I said it loud enough, and everybody's like, Sergeant Morrow, did I hear you cuss?
Yeah.
Like, you know. Like, I let like Kev come out. I'm like, man, this motherfucker like, and I didn't think I said it loud enough, but they heard me like, oh my god, I heard, like, that was like the first time they felt like any kind of emotion come out of me, you know, and that threw them for a loop. So that's how bad it is for me. Like, I don't try to show emotion, you know.
See, that's the code switching that we here.
Yeah, see.
But it wasn't like I said. I'm
come on. You said
right,
it,
but I'm saying I was just, you know, I'm quiet, but I'm just saying, like, the cussing the part. I ain't changed my voice or anything. Like, I'm quiet, and then for them to hear that, for them to hear that, it just threw them off.
All right.
But
all right, man. So we got one more sad subject to bring up. Just talking about rapper PN. He got robbed and killed at a I think, what is it called? Roscoe's Chicken and Waffle. You know, it's sad.
I just say this, man. It's real sad. You starting to see a lot of these rappers getting killed because I saw a video, and I don't know how old it is, but it was a video of that dude like on an interview, like, yeah, this costs like $80K. The watch costs $50K. You know, that's, you know, and you just inviting, you know, people to rob you, but at the same time, man, like, you got to be careful, man. Like, you need to have security around you. Like, it may not change the fact, but like, you need security. Like, stop trying to, like, be like hard. Like, you don't, I'm hard. I don't need no security. You know, I'm that dude. No, like, get you some security, man. Like, it's okay. You know, it's to, you know, to the, what they call the hood, and go out to eat, you know, Roscoe's Chicken and Waffle. But just have some security, man. Like I'm sorry, but, you know, it's sad. It's sad, but, you know, people, and we need to start. It's a fucking broken record. We need to start killing ourselves. Like, this is why
white
folks like look at us different. Like, we ain't gonna change shit because y'all killing yourselves. Like, y'all can't even change shit within your own community. So yeah, it's sad, man, because motherfuckers, man, they jealous. Like, it's just sad. I saw an interview, Tony Yayo on Vlad TV. And, you know, he said, like, he pretty much said, like, I'm not mad. Like, if I got my money, but if you making more money than me, you know, that I'm cool. Like, I'm not gonna, you know, I'm not gonna change. You know, I ain't gonna try to be hating and try to set you up. You know, blah blah. This, like, be happy for the dude, man. Like, I just don't get it. Like, we hate on our own people when we should be building each other up. You know, like, y'all might come out, it might come out to y'all as hating, but when I be talking shit to y'all, I hope y'all know I be joking. Like, y'all know if I'm serious, but
nah, nigga, I don't know when you serious, except when you yoke me up.
Yeah, when I yoke you up, and
he'll yoke you real quick. He'll yoke you up like, the fuck is you doing?
I did that one time.
That's all I needed. That's super love. That's super love. That's all I needed. That's all I needed. That one time.
Cause me, I'm telling you.
Go ahead, Chris. Go ahead.
I will just let your ass be. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's
me.
You know what I'm saying? But that's real talk. Like, that's love that the motherfucker will yoke your ass. Like, think about what you about to do, motherfucker. Like,
yeah. Like, I don't forget it. I don't forget it. I know the placement on my arm. I know. I was like, all right, Kev, man, you got it. You're like, yo, it's cool.
Hey, man. Hey. Because I feel like I don't want you looking crazy out here, and like, I feel like it's a reflection of me. If you looking crazy out here, I'm looking crazy out here. You know?
Yeah, and that's a real valid point, though, Kev. That's something that I don't want to like put to the side, right? Like I feel it, like, and that's why I come to y'all or whatever and think things through with y'all or whatever. But like at the same time, I know I need to be like these my niggas. I can't put them in the limelight because of my actions or whatever and how I act. Like I don't want to put them in the line of fire at the same time. The young me would be like, man, they be alright, but not like I think about y'all too. You know what I'm saying? But hey, man, that was one of the that was a real fifth moment. I was like, God damn, all right, nigga, like
you calling me that name and y'all don't even really call me that. Y'all don't know me by that nickname.
No, I don't know you by fifth, but I was like, that's a fifth moment right there, bro. Like, all right, calm yourself down. You know what I mean? Like, calm yourself down, and that's what we need because it goes back to the conversation we had the yesterday. Not getting into details, but it goes in that conversation. Like, certain men don't have the type of men that we have in our lives to check them. You know what I'm saying? So I always value that about y'all too or whatever. And even though y'all check me in a playful way or whatever, like I had a conversation earlier with Kev today. I was like, yeah, I'm motivated, nigga. I got it. Like I'm good. You know what I'm saying? So
and I think
man,
everybody do it in a different way, man. Like I said, me, I ain't go yoke your ass up. I speak my mind.
Yeah.
You do what you do. Like you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man.
Yeah.
That's love for real. Like that's like a motherfucker that'll tell you like nah, we ain't doing this.
Yeah, that's super love, man. Like Chris, you done checked me a few times or whatever. Like, nigga, what? Like, no, like, but going back to PNB Rock, man. My heart is broken off of that joint. My heart is broken off of that joint because while I wasn't a follower of his music, right? Chris, the link that you sent, filling out the whole story, like putting out for the whole story. Like this dude was like supporting a black business with his wife, and then I went back and listened to some of his songs or whatever. He's like, I got a daughter and not so many words. I got a daughter and a wife. I can't move the same type of, you know what I'm saying? That type of stuff. Yeah. And then to hear Fat Joe speak on it, like Fat Joe's like, oh, if I don't make a business in the same hood, then I'm not about my people. But if Fat Joe gets shot in one of his businesses in the hood, it's like, well, he was dumb for doing that. Like, why are you in the hood? You don't need to be in the hood. You know what I mean? So, and let's keep it 100. PNB was shot in front of his daughter and his wife, man. You gotta think about how traumatized.
You gotta be a sick motherfucker to do that shit.
Yeah. Then we gotta talk about the youngest. These youngest is not gonna. It's a crazy world that we live in right now, man. It's a crazy world. Like to shoot somebody in front of their wife and their kids off of trying to rob them, and then Fat Joe said, "All right, rob me, don't kill me."
But no, why you have? Yeah, I literally watched that before we came on. I literally watched that. Yeah,
it's crazy.
Rob me, don't kill me.
I think Charlemagne said it best, man. Like we world we think is how it should be. We have to live in a world where we know how it. You know what I'm saying? Like it should be cool. You know what I'm saying? For you to be in a restaurant with jewels on, and you with your family, you minding your own bit. Should not get shot. Like you should. You know what I'm saying? Even eat.
Like somebody rob you,
like just let them rob you. You know what I'm saying? That should be it.
Let it be that.
But we have to move in the world that we know is like, you know what I'm saying? Somebody is goons out here that's gonna do that. Like move accordingly, like you know what I'm saying, and not placing blame on. Like you have to be smart, man, out here. it's sad, but it's just the truth. Like, move accordingly.
There used to be a code. If I'm in my city, I can move the way I want to. You know what I mean? Like I'm untouchable in this joint. And that code has these youngest, they are gone. Like I'm reminded of Young Dolph. I'm reminded of Young Dolph. Young Dolph was in Memphis to the joint supporting black business. Even posted a story about it. You know what I'm saying? And he was just going about his business or whatever. And they shoot up the establishment. The hardest thing that I really felt from Fat Joe was, bro, in one shot, you killed the whole community. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, come on, man.
Families.
Yeah.
Everybody.
People was there. Yeah, people was there, and they see that shit. Cause I might need therapy after if I see some shit like somebody get shot dead in cold blood. Like shit, I don't know. I think
imagine being here with your family, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just a regular day. Like even that's like, you know what I'm saying? We visit LA, we gonna try to. I know me, like I'm gonna try to, you know,
I'm gonna try to go to Roscoe's Chicken.
Roscoe's Chicken, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's just a spot to go to, and you just minding your own business. Shit like that happen, man. Like that's crazy, man. So better as black people, we gotta do better as humans. Like it's like something needs to change, man. Like it's bullshit that this keeps happening like every few months, man.
You giving it too much credit. I won't say a few months. Every fucking month.
Every fucking week, bro. Every fucking week.
Yeah.
It's just crazy.
And I just like to, before we close, to kind of go back to y'all said me yoking y'all up or whatever. I think with me, what got me like that is somebody kind of did that to me. And we was young as hell. We was, I'd say 19, 20. And my best friend from back home, shout out Fort Wayne, Indiana.
I'm for Fort Wayne, baby. I'm for Fort Wayne, baby.
My boy Cam, aka Smalls. It was a dude. Like one of my friends, his brother, he was kind of, into like selling drugs and shit like that. And his brother, my friend's brother was like, he said, "Ken, you want to make some money, just drive me around, a couple of places, let me drop some stuff off, blase, he was all about hooking his brothers, boys up, it was money and shit. And because by this time I had to drop out of school and I ain't have a job, like jobs, I couldn't get a job back then. I had to drop out of college, and like, the big brother said that, around. And my boy Cam, he's like, no, he ain't doing that shit. Like, just like that. Like, I never forget. He said, no, he ain't doing that. Yeah. Like, at 19, 20, he said, no, he ain't doing that. And I looked at him. I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, nigga, how you gonna talk for me? Speak for me.
Yeah.
And he said, no, Kel, he's like, and the dude was like, no, Kel, like, I got him. He's like, no, he ain't doing that shit. No, he ain't doing that. I will never forget that shit, man. Like, that shit is ingrained in my head. Like, ain't no telling.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because I ain't had no money. Like, I couldn't get a job. Like I said, like, I'm like 20, 21 probably. And my homeboy, like, he's like, nah. And like you said, like, your homeboy will talk, won't let you go down that road you know, because I ain't know shit about it, bro. Like to this
Yeah.
day, you know, I don't know shit about like none of that. You know, I was when I say around it, I saw it, but you can't. I don't know what an 8 ball, an ounce, none of that shit. I don't know what that shit means.
Yeah.
But for him to say that shit, man, and I think I told him I was like, man, I appreciate. I think I told him that a couple of maybe a year or two ago. Me and him talked on the phone, and I brought that up because I don't think when I brought it up, I don't think he really remembered.
Yeah.
I said, man, you don't know how much how much that changed my life, like, you know,
Impact.
type shit.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think that shit, you know, since it's ingrained in my head, like I said, even though y'all ain't doing nothing like, but it's just like looking out for y'all, like making sure y'all don't do nothing crazy. Y'all ain't looking crazy, you know, do nothing crazy or looking crazy. You know, y'all my people, so I take
No,
that shit to heart.
I fully appreciate that. I really fully like. I give you a hard time off the shit, right? Because now we laugh about it later, but like at the same time, that's the reason why I love y'all. Like we ain't gonna let any of us do some crazy wild shit that's gonna fuck up our family life or our professional life or anything. Like we all look out for each other, and at the same time, your boy, you know what I mean, that was all out of love, you know what I mean. So it's love in between us, even though we don't say the shit, like, but it's like, all right, why do I lean on these dudes, you know what I mean, and that type of aspect of it, you know what I'm saying, or why do we lean on each other, you know what I mean, like that's the shit. Why when somebody like this, let me put in the frame, okay? Why when we have a certain issues, like, you know what, why we got to bounce this off of out of this three, let's bounce it, you know what I mean, because it's all love, man, and we all looking out for each other, and that's what it should be all about, you know what I'm saying. So no, I appreciate y'all, man.
I appreciate that shit, man. Well, all right.
Exactly.
This has been another episode of the ROK Boyz Presents Truth Hurts podcast. You can find us wherever you get your podcasts. That is ROK Boyz with a Z presents.